Ooh. Is that so... Why is that so weird? Hi guys. I am doing something I've never done before. Okay, I did a makeup video like a really long time ago that was like how I do my makeup with my feeding tube, and that was like I think over 3 years ago. It's really cringe. Since then I've gotten really into makeup, and I figured I would do like a get ready with me and chat kind of video. So first off, I posted a video like a month ago saying that I was having knee surgery. I had my knee surgery, I did film it, but I have not gotten around to editing all of that footage. So hopefully when I edit this, I will edit that. And if it's not up when this is posted, it will be up shortly. But if it's already posted, go watch it. But if not, it'll be up soon, and I did film it. So, all right, let's get started. I should have done like a post on Instagram, like having you guys ask me questions or something, but I didn't think that far ahead, so should have done that. Darn. Oh well, let's get started. Let's start with my primer, which is, I don't know if you would consider it a primer. Should we do products in this? I don't know. I just use, it's like a Estee Lauder pore vanishing stick, and I use this as my primer. So I need a mirror. Also, if anybody, no, I'm not gonna say that. Somebody will legitimately do it, and I don't want them to do that. So I just kind of like put it on the areas that I feel like putting it on, because we're a real makeup guru here. By the way, I know some of you guys are like, are you the same as you are on camera, off camera? Yeah. And I used to be a lot more like shy than I am now. Like I feel like I've really come out of my shell in the past couple years. In a good way and a bad way. Like I used to be so afraid to speak my mind on anything that like I just kind of hid, was the shy person. And you can tell in my older videos that I was very like quiet, reserved, whatever, and I've really just kind of grown into who I am and just like decided, hey, you know what, I'm a little bit weird. Who isn't? Weird is fun, let's be me. So my sister just bought this one. It's like a L'Oreal foundation, and she was like, it's too light for my skin and it's too dark for mine, but like just barely, and you can only a little bit tell, but it's the only one that I have that even remotely works. So it's like a it's the infallible foundation, so fancy. All right, let's do this. Knee surgery, yeah. So it surprisingly went really well. So I still have a broken tibia. That's fun. But I had an MRI because so I've had like really bad chronic knee pain and like clicking and snapping around in my knee for like 2 years. And like 4 years ago, I tore my meniscus and had to get surgery to fix it, to just like snip out a little piece of it and fix the tear. Oh, I should have dug through the headband thing. That was a bad idea. And that surgery went really, really bad. I recovered terribly. I had just been diagnosed with EDS and had never had a surgery like that before, so I had no idea that healing might not be normal. And I was not diagnosed with classical EDS yet, so I didn't know that I needed to like take care of my skin differently and all of that jazz. So they were just like, oh yeah, you know, you'll be back to normal in like 3 weeks. It took me 6 freaking months to get back to normal. Like, it was really bad. And so when I started having this knee pain for the past 2 years and clicking and stuff, I was like, oh shoot, this feels like another torn meniscus. I am not going to fix it because I don't want to be in pain for 6 months. Well, because I didn't want to be in pain for 6 months, I let myself be in pain for 2 years, which, like, the logic in that is so perfect, guys. So then it got to the point where I was having like really weird symptoms, and my knee started dislocating really weird, and it was like excruciatingly painful. It was dislocating in a way that it broke my tibia. And so I got to the point where I was like literally so miserable that I'm like, okay, fine, if like I'm gonna get an MRI, I'm gonna figure out what's wrong, and then I'll fix it if it needs to be fixed. So I got the MRI, and they're like, surprise, you do have a torn meniscus, but you also have a broken bone. And I was like, oh shoot, that's, wow, love that for me. So then they were like, yeah, you need knee surgery. So I was like, cool beans. I was like excited, like, okay, maybe this might fix the knee pain that I've been having for the past 2 years. Like the tibia, that's just gotta heal on its own, but like, you know, maybe my knee pain will be gone. So I had knee surgery on, I think the 18th of February, and I healed so well, guys. Like I was shocked at how well that I healed. Like I healed almost like a normal person, which is, oh my gosh, can't even describe how exciting that was. And then since then I have not had any knee pain inside of my joint, which is the first time in 2 years that it's been like that. My tibia still hurts like frick, but you know, that'll get better. And but like I actually healed. My incisions are doing pretty well, so praise the Lord for that. And then yeah, I think the only negative to the surgery was they went in and they were like, oh, there's actually quite a bit more damage than we thought. And I was like, cool, love that. And so I had something called cartilage delamination. It's where the cartilage like peels away from your bone, caught and stuck and tears and stuff. So my cartilage was all torn up on my bone, and so they had to cut out some of my cartilage, and they're like, you have to be really careful because now that this has happened, it's gonna keep happening. So I'm on like restrictions with my knee. Like I'm not realizing I'm sitting in the position that I was told I'm not allowed to sit in. I'm not allowed to move my knee in any extreme positions. Like I'm not allowed to bend it all the way. I'm not allowed to like, you know, do certain things on it, which is annoying, but it's fine. If it means that I don't have to have knee surgery in the future, you know, I'm down. So yeah. Oh, I'm doing powder now, by the way. Nothing exciting. So now we're gonna do my eyebrows, which I don't do very much. I just use this like eyebrow mascara from NYX. So yeah, I actually healed really well from surgery, and I was really freaking excited about it because I've never healed well from a surgery before, so this was like a major win. Yeah, and now I'm just working on letting that tibia finish healing, and then I can get back to physical therapy and everything. Although I'm not allowed to go to physical therapy right now because of the stupid quarantine, which isn't stupid, it's good, but like, you know what I mean. So yeah, and then I use this like gel to keep them in place. Now what else should I talk about? I contoured, and you can't see it at all in this lighting, but you know, whatever. And I did not change my battery because I realized you're on a tripod and that's so much work. So we're only going to charge it when it dies. So if it dies, then I'll go through the work, but if not, lazy. So was that you judging me? She just like moaned at me. The sass level right now is astronomical. Anyways, yeah, so now let's do eyeshadow, shall we? So I have 4 eyeshadow palettes that I like use on a regular basis that I like actually enjoy. So I have the Mini Controversy, which I was so excited about getting, but honestly, like, I love Shane Dawson, Jeffree Star, huge fan, you'll see that in a second. But like, I have found that I rarely use any of these colors, and it's really disappointing to me. So whenever the actual Conspiracy palette is back in stock, gotta get it. But then I have the Morphe something palette, which is just like nudes and stuff. And my personal favorite, the Blue Blood palette by Jeffree Star. I'm obsessed. I use this one like 90% of the time, which is probably what I'm going to be using today. And when I say probably, I mean it is what I'm going to be using today. And then I have the Blue Blood palette, which I'm also obsessed with. So, alright. So I'm going to start off with Ouch, which is right here. I'm just going to put that kind of as like a base to everything. But yes, I would absolutely consider dyeing my hair another color. And like my ultimate goal for my hair is to be platinum. Like I would die if I finally got my hair to be platinum. Like, oh my goodness. It's just so much work though, like, and I don't want to kill my hair in the process, but yes, I totally would. Platinum is, we'll get there one day, but for now, Alright. I don't know the next question, so I gotta wait a second. Also, is it just me, but like I have to do both eyes at the same time, otherwise I forget what I've done, because I never do the same thing twice, so I have to do them both at one time. Alright, Jacinta Eastlake. Do I ever get hate or bullied for sharing my story, and how do I block out that hate? So, alright, next I'm going to go in with a little bit more of Ouch, which is that brown, but I'm going to do it like kind of in a different spot on my eye. This is not a tutorial. You know, I have gotten bullied a little bit over the years, but nothing honestly too crazy. I feel very lucky because I know that a lot of people in the chronic illness community who do share their stories do get a lot of bullying, or they're accused of faking, which I think is so wrong to do that to somebody, like, when you don't know them. But I have been very fortunate not to be subjected to that kind of bullying very much. I do occasionally get comments on here being like, wow, you're so fake, oh my goodness. But like, how do I block it out? Honestly, I feel like I'm one of the people in the minority who it just doesn't really bother me, and I think that's just because I have the mentality of, hey, I know the truth, like I know what's going on in my body, and I don't feel the need to prove that to anybody else. Like, I just don't. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of intravenous, which is right there, to kind of darken the corners. But yeah, I have gotten some hate, but nothing too bad, and nothing that I haven't been able to manage on my own. Chronically Fighting 86, fun quarantine activity. Okay, so we're just gonna hope that you can see me, because now I'm having to film the rest of this on my phone because my camera keeps dying and I don't have time to charge it. So, I don't have another battery charged because I'm a professional. So yeah, still going in with a little bit of intravenous to darken the corners here. Fun quarantine activities. So, I feel like I'm a little bit more prepared than a lot of the population when it comes to quarantine, because I stay in my bed a lot of the time anyways. Like, I don't get out as much as normal people in the first place, so like, it's not, I shouldn't cover my face while I'm doing this, that's not smart. So I do a lot of makeup, obviously. I watch a lot of TV shows. Like, I've restarted Criminal Minds again because I never got to finish that, and I love that show, so I've been I just brushed my eyeball. Ouch. So I've been rewatching a lot of Criminal Minds, which is awesome, and I've been doing art projects. Like, I've painted a lot. I cleaned my entire room because I got bored. Like, cleaning is something that I enjoy doing while I'm in quarantine, apparently, because my room was a little bit of a mess before, and once I cleaned it, it was like super satisfying. And if you're stuck in a space, having it be like perfectly clean is really nice. Like, not gonna lie, it's work, but it's so nice when you're done, and then you just get to sit in your really clean space and enjoy it. So, clean something. Plus, it's spring officially now, so you can write it off as spring cleaning. Write it off. Okay. A little bit more of my brown in here. Yeah, I think I just ruined it, but whatever. Yeah, so artwork, FaceTiming with friends. Okay, so what we've been doing is, since like my family's quarantined, like all my family, my grandparents, my cousins, everything, we've been FaceTiming almost every night, like as a group. And what did I do to mess up this eye so much? My goodness. Golly gee. And we've been like, we got out our Wii, which we haven't used in a hot minute, and we like played bowling together. We had a bowling tournament last night. We had bingo, so we like all had bingo cards, and my grandparents had the little like spinny thingy, and we FaceTimed and played bingo. Oh my gosh, I just brushed my eye again. And played bingo over FaceTime, which was actually so fun, like for reals, really fun. Highly recommend. Or just like FaceTime friends, even if you don't do stuff like that, like just FaceTiming with friends. It still is like socialization, even if you're stuck in your house. So you need to talk to people, and it's fun. So yeah. Next question. Okay, I don't know how to say your name, so I'm gonna botch it, but Greta Wadney? What college classes am I taking, and how did I decide on my major? So I am taking currently human biology, which is a very hard class, but I love it, and medical ethics, and I love both of those classes very much. Okay, and lastly, I'm gonna go in with this brush to Donor, which is my absolute favorite color in this entire palette. It is stunning. And I don't apply the glitter with my finger because I just can't get it right when I do that, so sorry guys. So how did I decide on my major? I switched a lot in high school of like what I wanted to be, which I think is a totally normal and absolutely healthy thing to do. Like, there is no rush to figure out what you want to do, and if you change your mind, like, that is absolutely okay, like 100% okay. And I think a lot of people don't necessarily feel that way, like they feel really pressured to know what their next step is, and I'm just here to tell you, hey, it's okay if you don't know. Okay, where's my brush? Where's my big top brush? Gotta brush away the fallout. Alright, well that eye's done. Then, yeah, and how did I decide on my major? So my major is physical therapy, and I'm gonna be in school for quite a long time while I finish, because I'm getting my doctorate in physical therapy, which is a 3-year physical therapy program on top of a 4-year bachelor degree. So that's 7 years of college if you do it at like a full-time college rate, which I am not doing, because my health will not allow it right now. So I'm taking my bachelor's degree in health sciences slower than most people normally would, which means that I will most likely graduate in 2029 and be a licensed doctor of physical therapy. So that'll be real fun. Okay, I'm done with my eyeshadow. I don't do eyeliner, fight me, I can't do it. I always mess up and it just looks horrendous on me. So what was that? Lastly, we will do mascara, set my face, and then do my lips. So we are done with my blood sugar palette, but I'm gonna use it to put on my mascara. But yeah, I decided on physical therapy because, physical therapy is the only like across the board treatment for EDS right now, because there is no like official treatment or cure for Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, but everybody is supposed to do physical therapy to help strengthen their joints, or their muscles, to help protect and strengthen their joints, to, you know, decrease dislocations and keep you functioning as a human. And there's just not a whole lot of physical therapists that specifically deal with EDS, and I think I have a really awesome like point of view when it comes to that. And I have been in physical therapy for 5 years with the same people, and they have just poured into my life in a way that I never expected them to, and I've formed such close relationships with them, and I want to make that type of difference in somebody else's life. So honestly, like, I owe my future career to Megan and Katie. Like, I don't know if they watch my videos or not, but Megan, Katie, if you're watching this, I owe my entire future career to you guys. So yeah, that's how I decided on physical therapy as a major. All right, Jada Mac 2010, would you change your career? Yes, so as I talked about earlier, I think it's absolutely okay to change your mind. And like that's what I want to do right now, but a couple of years ago, I was really sure that I was gonna be a service dog trainer, and that changed, and that's okay. And you know what, if in a year my heart follows something else and I decide that I'm gonna change my major, all right, so be it. That's what's gonna happen, and I'm okay with that. But for now, that's what I want to do, and I can't see the future. I can't predict the future. I don't know if maybe my health won't allow me to be a physical therapist. Who knows? Like, oh, I messed up. You know, like I can't see the future, and I'm not gonna say for absolute certainty that that's what I'm gonna do, because, you know, life throws you curveballs sometimes, and I'm gonna be willing to roll with them. Like, if life changes and that's no longer an option, I am gonna take whatever I can do and, you know, adjust to the new path of life, and because that's really all you can do. Like, nobody can perfectly control life. All you can do is just, you know, work with what you're given. So yeah. Jade Gymnast 1, how long did it take you to get diagnosed with everything? So my main diagnosis is classical Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, and I was diagnosed with EDS in 2014, but no, 2015, but it was suspected for a while before then, but I had to be diagnosed by a geneticist. And originally I was diagnosed with the hypermobile type, but in 2019, early 2019, I had the genetic panel done for EDS, and it came, what did I do to horribly mess this up? And it came back showing that I had classical EDS, so then my diagnosis was changed to that. But I've been diagnosed with some form of EDS since 2015, like spring of 2015. That's somewhat better, okay. But with everything else, like I was diagnosed with POTS around the same time I was diagnosed with EDS originally. I was diagnosed with gastroparesis in 2016, and mast cell in 2017, adrenal insufficiency in 2018, I believe. 18 or 19? No, 18. And yeah, 18. And they finally figured out, to some degree, my metabolic crap. And that was in 2019. And yeah. Nothing's really changed since then. Where's my nose running? Corona. So now I'm going to spray my face with my Milani Make It Last setting spray. Which is not working because I'm almost out. There we go. It smells so good though, but I lost the lid. Okay, now to do my lips, and we're done. These two are my favorite lip glosses, also Jeffree Star, surprise, surprise. This one's my favorite, but I think this one might look better with... We're gonna do this one because I love it the most. The other one would probably look better, but I just love this one. And this is... Sky High. It's really pretty. It's like a pearl. It's like a pearl. I love it. How many times am I gonna say it's like pearl? Alright, well that is my makeup. And that's pretty much all I do for makeup. But I think it's really fun, and it's, you know, speaking of quarantine, like, that's why I'm making this video. I'm bored. But yeah, please practice social distancing, not only for yourself, but for others who can't protect themselves or are at risk or vulnerable. And, you know, if we all stay inside, eventually this will go away, or be under control. So thank you if you are participating in social distancing. That's just a weird way to phrase it. Participating in not participating. I'm gonna say that from now on. I'm participating in not participating. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this really random video that I've never done. I've never done a video like this before. It seems like it might be kind of long, so good for you if you want to watch all of that. But thank you to those of you guys who were on my live stream on Instagram and asked me questions that I was not babbling anymore. Thank you guys for all your love and support. Remember to social distance and follow me on Instagram if you haven't already, because I post on there like every day. So I don't always post on here. If you want an update, it's on Instagram. You can also check out my merch, which is in the link in the description. Yeah.